Within PTE AV Studio, custom transitions can be created, exported and imported. To begin the process, we need to go to the project options bottom left. We need to go to the transition tab on the left, then manage transitions and create a transition. Now this is a 5-minute fix, so I need to be brief. At the top we can see we can create categories and custom transitions within the category. The location is going to be global storage, so we can use any transition we create in any of our projects. And we're going to make a single variant transition. We could make batches of them, but here we're going to keep things simple. Let's just click Edit and move on. When we do that, we find ourselves in a familiar place, the Objects and Animation screen. With our red line cursor at the extreme left-hand side of the timeline here, we see this landscape image, and it's called Slide 1. This is the image we'll transition from when we finally apply the transition. When our cursor is at the extreme right-hand position, we see this flower image, which is called Slide 2. This is the image we'll transition to in the transition we're about to make. These two images are just holding images because our transition can be applied between any two slides or videos. There is a test transition that's already applied here, so before we do anything, with the cursor on the right and slide 1 selected, go to the pan Y and double click to reset it back to 0. Because remember, on the left hand side we should be seeing the landscape, on the right hand side we should be seeing the flower. So all we need to do here is to put in place any of the animation we require. With my slide 1 selected, I want to select the keyframe at the start and holding the control key, the keyframe at the end. Because I want to change the center point. The center point is this, it's where the image rotates from. I want to change that. I'm going to do that here. I'm going to do that by putting -100 into that box. But to put my image back where I require it, I also need to put -100 into the pan X. Now my pivot point has been moved from the center to the left. So now all I need to do is to select just the keyframe on the right hand side, and in the rotate Y I can click and drag and you can see the sort of effect we can create. I'm going to need something like about 117 to get rid of the image completely, but if I put my cursor at the other end and press play, you can see exactly what we've just created. And remember, we need to consider speed options, but I've got a 5-minute fix video that covers that subject too. Now from the top right of the screen we need to close the Objects and Animation screen, and we need to click OK and OK, and our custom transition is created. Now as you can see here, I've got a number of images to demonstrate our page turn, including a bit of video here. I'm going to avoid placing my transition over the first slide because it doesn't always look very good coming up over a blank. So I'll leave the default transition of the fade there. So this one I'm going to select, hold the Shift key and select the last. If we go to slide options and in the transition tab, there's the category that I created and there's the page turn. And of course, we can now adjust the time of the transition that suits our needs. So what I'm going to do next is a full screen preview. Now as we view this demonstration, you can appreciate how it may be a good idea to create the same effect, but one where the page turn is to the right, maybe one to the top and one to the bottom. It's easier to do this once we've created the first transition. If you need to adjust a transition if you get something wrong, select it in the slide options or project options, go to Manage Transitions. There you'll find an option to change the settings as well as import and export